hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
You were right to talk the situation through, rather than letting it escalate.
Of course. We believe in risk versus reward here. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation. In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room. You have people to meet, and they're waiting. Tomo's appearance was an interesting coincidence. I can see how it may have looked like a test of some sort, but sadly no. We had nothing to do with that, besides initially firing him. Tomo Higashi was a technician here for years. He desperately wanted to be an operative. The truth is, he was getting overzealous in proving himself. He started writing up his own theories as facts and submitting them in his reports. It was only a matter of time before one of those theories proved wrong, and once we launched an investigation, it was all over for him. My job is to oversee the field operatives such as yourself. I get the sad job of sorting through the files that our technicians have put together, so I can prioritize them according to departmental needs. Finally, I assign them to the operative most suited.
There's always work to be done. Pace yourself. Can I help you? As you were.
I've got my eye on you.
I hope I can wrap up this next assignment. Phew, I am just stuck here until the tech's finish compiling some information I want. Hey, you need something? Just waiting for more info. As usual.
Don't cause any trouble.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. For the past 5 years, Tranquility is a recent acquisition and we've only just begun to develop the brand. You may have seen how several vendors carry the product now. Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up, which hopefully won't be often. Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost. We'll see. We've yet to have an operative with a perfect record. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive. What time is it?
If you have any question, you tell me. Oh, you know. Whoever said... Huh. Just the usual. You tell me. Just the usual. Oh, guess we're done here.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations. It isn't easy. Might as well toss in brand manager and community specialist while you're at it. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be? Cleanup, of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting two and two together. And I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or, if they are, handling the fallout. Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you. The only thing creepy here is your misinterpretation. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse. Administrator Bayou runs Neon and is on the Freestar Collective's Council of Governors. We have a long-standing symbiotic relationship due to the contributions that Ryujin Tower brings to Neon. For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price. He's the Freestar Ranger stationed here on Neon, and much to my dismay, my son. He could have been an amazing lawyer or businessman. But instead, he's chosen to waste his talents to protect the people of the Freestar Collective. Let's hope your best is good enough.
So, fetching coffee 1 minute, and junior operative the next. Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. I have the glorious job of keeping all the departments supplied with exactly what they need. Anything from rare materials for R&D to slates and design software for marketing. You could say I'm the one aspect of operations that keeps this department legit. Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew Coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company. and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions. Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus. Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation, Arbron for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from. I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse to accomplish less. Sometimes it takes drastic measures to ensure we can deliver the best products possible. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
I'm a little busy right now.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job. I'm glad you feel that way. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We've reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get a job done around here. Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
How's it going?
Word is the Borealis. You know, DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something.
That's just how things
The whole place smells of fish. You would think that would keep people away.
Welcome to Sick Hearts Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
The question should really be, what don't we sell? We carry a wide assortment of equipment perfectly suitable for stellar exploration and extraplanetary excursions. Best selection in Neon. An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal. But the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh, yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. You'd think that was the case, but I promise you, I budgeted for everything. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. Business could always be better. I'll take that. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Owen Dexler is head of Neon security. But he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. It's fine in theory, but this isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time. Easy for him to say, he doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach.
Yes, you need... that is all? Very well.
Don't worry. I'll stop making the payments. Thanks for... Hello there! Come back soon! We have plenty of inventory, and if you don't see what you need... My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. My business is my pride and joy. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my business with your patronage. You won't be disappointed. You won't find a better selection anywhere else.
quiet evening should do me some good.
Sophistication and space. The perfect marriage. Here at Starfield.
I do not understand how anyone can tolerate the lights and the music for long.
If you have any questions about our spacecraft, don't hesitate to ask. On behalf of Stroud Eklund, I'd like to welcome you to our showroom today. Our company prides itself as the industry leader in spacecraft production. We use groundbreaking technology to give us a significant advantage over our competitors. You can configure your desired spacecraft at any one of our conveniently located kiosks. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help. I'm simply giving you an insight into what we call the Stroud-Eklund difference. Feel free to have a look around our showroom. I'll be right here if you need me. Cross-promotion? I don't think we need it, but I'll give it a look anyway. Actually, I've been working here for only 2 years. Previously, I was an Alboron sales representative, but that type of work wasn't for me. I could never relate to the type of clientele that purchases weapons. But spacecraft have always held a certain fascination in my mind. It was comfortable working under Liu Jin's banner, but despite all of my requests, they wouldn't transfer me to the Taiyo Astroneering Division. And so, here we are. He's been to Neon a few times, but I haven't had the pleasure of his company for more than a few minutes at the most. What I can say is that, despite what's been reported by the media, Mr. Stroud is a rational luminary with uniquely future-forward vision. May all your journeys be safe ones.
Some would say this place represents all the worst impulses of humanity.
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
This place is way out of my price range.
I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%.
This place is in a class all by itself.
My apologies, then. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. They're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Could be anyone. You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing.
Well, I believe every individual should know how to defend themselves. In this particular case, that course of action seems ill-advised.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh. Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Maybe. Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. No one knows. Seoka are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me. Whatever it takes, just don't go getting yourself killed on my behalf. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. I believe he's a newer member of Seoka. They pulled him up out of one of the street gangs that crawl through our sewers. If you're wondering how I know about that, he boasts about it every time he comes in here. He's quite a large gentleman. I believe you can find him roaming the street somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Look, if he somehow disappeared, you'd be doing everyone in Neon a favor. No one would miss him, no one would care. You won't find a more elegant selection anywhere else. It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell.
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back?
No.
I know what you've been wasting your money on. Damn junkies. You pay the posted price, or you don't get anything at all. I'm running a business here. I don't give handouts.
Okay. Jeez, sorry. You good? Be sure you never find yourself. Show no mercy. Leave no quarter. I do. But I've seen them beg for their life. This life. This kill. Goodbye.
Thanks for choosing Terrible. What can I get you?
As the hero of Vectera, you need your own comic book, your own cartoon, your own theme song. We have got to make this happen.
reason to suspect that Benjamin Bayou has a slightly inflated view of himself.
Really, it's not as dangerous as people say.
Oh, I do not get paid
Gangs can keep from killing each other. Might have a good day.
Ah, Neon. The house that Aurora has built.
Entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
That's right. Every damn crate.
All right, let's cut the crap. This is because I refused to pay Bayou's ridiculous tariff on my goods, right?
I don't make the rules, lady. Just take your junk, load it back on your ship, and get the hell out of here.
If I don't deliver these goods, I'm going to lose thousands on this job.
Not my problem. Better get moving.
These
Nothing to see
tariffs
here.
and
Move
taxes are
along.
getting ridiculous.
Not sure if those maroon zealots live in space, or got separated from their home planet, or what. But they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the Colony War. And they like to pick them clean.
Oh, you think this is funny? I'll show you funny.
Not sure if those maroon zealots live in space, or got separated from their home planet.
What? I used to be an actuary.
My man is not going to be happy.
Wondering what that smell is? It's
Beautiful, unique, original.
We've been here an hour already. Maybe you
What's
should have
up?
figured out what you wanted before we came.
I just never thought.
Welcome to Enhance. If you're tired of seeing that same old face in the mirror every morning and you're looking for something different, we can help. Our state-of-the-art machinery uses a patented proprietary technology that can reshape your facial features or give you a new head of hair. For a small, one-time fee, you can enhance yourself and bring a big, warm smile to your brand new face.
Serious choice overload.
I'll take a look, but I won't make any promises, okay?
Screw up options for ship or computer, but on myself.
I actually owe this job completely to my girlfriend, Valentina Gurov. I don't know if you've met her. She works over at Xenofresh. When I arrived here 2 years ago, I met her at the Astro Lounge. We talked, I told her I needed a job, and she got me this gig. Cool, huh? It's a little scary, though. The person I replaced totally vanished. Like, poof. Valentina said they probably had an accident or something. She's helped me out with this job so much. She even brings me business from time to time. People she sends my way. It's the best. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Unfortunately, once the process is complete, it can't be reversed. However, if you don't like your new look, you're always welcome to return to your original look by undergoing another treatment. Ooh, sorry. No. Once the process is complete, the sale is final. But don't worry. Our system will allow you to see what you're gonna look like before you commit to the change. Absolutely. We're proud to feature a no disfigurement guarantee. If for any reason our machine doesn't perfectly replicate the look you selected, we'll make it right. That's the enhanced promise. Great. So, if you're looking for a new you, I'm always... Hi there. Welcome to it. You'll thank yourself after you see your... You have yourself an amazing day, okay?
I'd probably be in serious choice paralysis if I came in for...
We have choice accommodations at reasonable prices. Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room? I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. We have finally appointed spacious suites, all featuring fantastic amenities. Best of all, each room is security protected with an encrypted password-locked door. So, you can rest easy at night. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Well, almost every business in Neon is subject to ridiculous fees and taxes. They claim that it's because Neon occupies such a prime location, having close proximity to Ryujin and all of the other megacorporations. But I think you and I both know that's not true at all. Indeed it does. And all it took was a dash of my own ingenuity to make it happen. But that's a story for another time. So, can I book you a room for the night? Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. To tell you the truth, not really. And that's one of the consequences with the arrangement between Administrator Bayu and myself. He won't hassle me, but there's nothing I can do about my guests being hassled. The last tenant I had was arrested for spitting on the street. As you can imagine, business is not exactly booming. Luckily, I have more than enough capital to cover my expenses, but it still sucks. You mean the stuff Bayu leaves out of the brochures? Don't mind at all. Neon has 4 main districts. The ones where Bayu wants you to spend your credits are Bayu Plaza and Ikuchi Market. Those are the glitzy parts of town. Bayu Plaza is the section outside my doors, from the trade tower to the spaceport. Ikuchi Market runs from the Starport Terminal to Ryujin Tower. Not quite as glamorous as the plaza, but still expensive. Then there's Upside. running the perimeter of the upper platform. Probably not the best spot for tourists. Finally, you have the underbelly, the working class's domain under our feet. Not much down there, but industry and a few random shops. Oh, you noticed that little thing? Yeah, that's Bayou's crown jewel. First of all, you have the Astral Lounge, flowing with Aurora, attracting every tourist within light years of Oli. Then you have exorbitantly priced offices for every megacorp, besides Ryujin, with Xenofresh Fisheries square at the top. And like the cherry at the top of his ego sundae, Bayou's got his private penthouse. I don't even want to think about what goes on up there. No, I don't think so. Ebside's filled with a few decent clubs, like Madame Salvage's place and Euphorica. You should check them out. Just watch your back. It's gang territory, which means Neon security tends to ignore what goes on in there. Most of the underbelly is taken up by Xenofresh and Generdyne's facilities, but there are a few hidden gems you might want to check out. Actually, I'd recommend checking out Off-World Eats. Cosmos and Lee run that place. They're a couple of great guys. Sounds good. Let me know. Yeah? Just one night, or an... That's great. I know you'll enjoy your stay.
Away from home, here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable.
I do admire what Bayou has built for himself here. Come on. There are worlds to conquer. I was beginning to wonder if you hibernate.
Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry, Doc Manning will fix you up.
What can Reliant Medical do for you? Oh my goodness, another poor soul. All right, tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps? Unfortunately, yes. You see, the more Aurora that a user absorbs, the more resistance their body builds up to its active ingredients. That means the user needs larger and larger doses in order to feel its full effect. Eventually, the doses get so incredibly large, the user's nervous system simply can't handle the overload. That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies. I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. I've spoken to the people at Reliant Medical Corporate, I've talked to the Freestar Rangers, I've even gone to the Freestar Collective Council. Every answer is always the same. We're working on it. It's corruption at the highest levels. Ugh. So aggravating. Then you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt. Aurora stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor. As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more Aurora to satisfy their cravings. Well, it's completely dependent upon how long the user's been addicted. People who have been using for, say, 2 years or less, I've been able to put through a full detoxification program successfully. But there are others who have been addicted pretty much all their adult lives, and I have yet to try and cure someone who hasn't relapsed. I've heard of experiments like this. It's possible you have alien DNA sequences in your genome. A standard gene therapy procedure can remap these altered sections of code. It's perfectly safe, assuming you're interested. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision. You aren't looking well at all. That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. I use the proceeds from my paying customers. And by cutting a few expenses here and there, I'm able to use a bit of my own money. It's not a bother, really. The cots here at the facility are actually quite comfortable. There's nothing to worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why this has to be done slowly and methodically. If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme. Don't worry about me. You just watch yourself. Administrator Bayou doesn't like people that rock the boat, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding? She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside. If you need help, Remember, Reliant.
Yeah? What? If it's too hot to... Now we're getting... All right, buzz off.
Newell's goods. We have everything.
Now, James,
Have a moment. Say hello to my wife, Rosa. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was... talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish cuts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. Glad it. Appreciate the help. Tell everyone you know about our store.
Accessories for all your end.
You don't need to.
Have your fun. Live your best life. Unique. Original.
Every smuggler I have ever worked with had a perverse affection for this place. I do not understand it.
Scram, I'm on duty.
You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that, right?
No. Hey, wait. You were... Please. Am I guilty? No. I mean, yes, yeah, I'm hypothetically involved in Aurora smuggling. But who isn't, right? What's going on here is about more than some bullshit charges. Thank you. Oh, God. I gotta admit, I'm freaking out here. I've lost my job. I've lost my creds, and if I don't square things with Yannick Legrand, I'll lose everything else. Everything. Yannick is expecting a
package. A really not so legal package. If you deliver it to him, he'll know I'm loyal. Don't worry, Yannick's loaded. He'll take care of you. You are a regular lifesaver. You're solid. My crate's on Block O2 in Ebside. My authentication code is Alpha 3 Kilo 4. Just tell the manager and she'll key you in. The package is there, everything accounted for. Just take that to Yannick and hopefully this damn nightmare will be over.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures.
Unique. Original.
Be careful around here. Sleep crates for rent. It's tight, but it's home. You have the proper authorization code, and I'll let you into any place you like. I might even throw in a thank you. You look like the type that might appreciate it. More of an observation. Not much to do around here, except clean up after people that have partied too hard and drink. Don't get much of a chance to talk to the respectable type. I got it. And authentication is all green. Look for C153. Before you go, I'm going out on a limb here and assuming your account's more flush than my usual clientele. I've got some evicted crates set up to go to the dump. Might be full of week-old Kazambas, or it could have the original Miguel Rafael Bailamos. Only one way to find out. A brilliant piece of art. It celebrates when the colonists first broke ground on Polvo. The vids make it look stunning, all done in charcoal from the embers of their first fire. Well, so the story goes. Nice to be able to use my art history degree for once. Pro tip, when your parents say there ain't no use for a degree, they aren't lying. Great. Unit C203 is now keyed to you. Best of luck. I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me. And now we have I got loads of crates for rent. For next time. sleep crates for rent. Good for you. And it just so happens we have a deluxe shipping crate that recently came on the market. Built for cargo, redesigned for people. Just the thing for a minimalist like yourself. It's an artist's way of saying less is more. Minimalism is about shedding life's excesses. One night in a sleep crate and your desires, comforts, and hygiene will molt away. Smart choice. If you're struggling, sleep crates are the budget accommodation choice of Neon. It's tight, it's got a smell that's an acquired taste. If you're in the market for a sleep crate, they sadly sell themselves because they're very, very cheap. Back to work, I guess.
We need to head over to the trade authority later, unload some goods. You coming?
I don't think I've got anything left. Ever wonder how the prince...
Nice. The Astral Lounge got you down. You're in the right place.
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do.
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? This is such bullshit. Yeah, used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us. I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Psh, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers. Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship. You know, I'll just do that. Right now. This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
No customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Good. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good. Ça c'est bon? Oh, well, thank you very much for the compliment. I'm told my family tree traces itself back to Europe, on Earth. Specifically the region known as France. A long and proud history, no? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already.
Your rules are duly noted. Thank you for explaining them at the outset.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? Do you want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame Sauvage. That's how things work in my place. It's nothing less than heaven in a glass. As though the universe itself was resting her lips on yours. My own personal creation. Of course, of course. You got a look of neon on you. I can tell. But don't let the other rats hear you complain about your lot in life. Likely you'll get a bitter shiv in the belly for that. Precious few manage to escape. Either you're lucky as hell, or there's something special about you. You do things to survive in the gutter. Every now and then, the good bits. A shared meal, a kind gesture. But most of what you do to survive, well, there's a reason why liquor flows like water on this ring. It's hard to give up your roots. Even roots covered in chasm bass slime and worse. You're all right. Hey, maybe you'd like to try a velocity? On my home planet, we have beautiful beaches. And during certain times of the year, the ocean lights up in beautiful spectrums of color. Now, science will tell you that this is from tiny microscopic organisms that are emitting bioluminescent light. But I believe it's so much more. I think it's a dance, a celebration. It's nature's way of giving thanks to the sun for nourishment. It's breathtaking. That is the essence of velocity. It's a toast to nature and all its splendid wonders. A sudden merger of humankind to the cosmos. Unfortunately, that will have to remain my secret for now. It's safe if the identities of the involved parties remain anonymous. Let's just say I was owed a substantial debt, and the bar was how I got paid, and leave it at that. Administrator Bayou has forbidden any place other than the Astral Lounge from selling Aurora. Now, if Euphorica wants to sell it in their members' lounge, or Legrand wants to mix it into blend, that's their choice. Moi, I prefer to stay off of Bayou's radar and keep Neon security off my back. Au revoir.
Take it easy.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your hearing checked.
I'm zoned out of my mind right now.
Strikers may be battered, but we ain't—
You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested? I wouldn't have pegged you for a crate rat like the rest of us. The fact you can get out, that says something. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do. Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to. Bye.
What? What are you looking at? This is striker turf.
Strikers look out for one another, right?
What can I get you today?
Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift at Xeno.
I tried Aurora once. I did not enjoy the experience.
Okay, now I've seen everything.
I would hope for the sake of these workers that after a while you get used to the smell.
I'd be making a fortune.
Okay, let's settle this.
You like art?
Velocity or Chimera?
You should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tactical. It's my best work.
I don't know. Chimera's nice, but Velocity, that will get
Only when I have a knife in my hand.
See, you just
Rest
proved
of
my
the time,
down your third
I just
velocity,
paint.
and you're out cold. By the third Chimera, you're
Borg is
floating
home
on
for
frickin'
people like
cloud
us.
nine.
And by
I
people
don't know
like
about you,
us, I
that's
mean
right.
killers, thugs, and thieves.
Yeah.
Now, I
guess
haven't
you're
killed
right.
anyone in a
Where
while,
the hell
but that
did
just
Micah learn
means
to
I'm
mix a
due.
drink like that anyway?
Are
Let's
you in a
face it, some
gang?
people are just
You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd stink for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? You think he scares me?
Passed by the store today,
let's
boss.
settle
You like
this
art?
once and for all. Velocity
You should see the tag.
or Chimera?
You kidding?
I dressed up as
all
two.
day.
He's lucky, that's all.
Why do you think I'm here?
Yeah, I do.
No, Chimera's
And what makes you think of
Velocity, that's
the old Cyclops gun?
See, you just
Yeah, it's hard to...
down your third velocity.
Yeah, maybe. Fighting that old man is one thing, but that Model A is another story. All right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. Can't aim straight, let alone paint.
Let's face it, some
Here,
people are just...
you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Only when I have a knife in my... Euphorica's home, and by people. Now I haven't killed. Are you in a gang? Yeah. Ha! And it's gonna stay that way. If that old
I'm
Cyclops
watching
knows
you.
what's good for him.
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace. Customers choose our lounge because they desire a more relaxed and sedate journey as they experience the joy of Aurora. We have no blaring music, no crowds, no chaos. The mood here is specifically crafted to allow a full range of mindful self-exploration. Sorry, no. Aurora sales are only permitted through the Astral Lounge. We simply provide a safe haven for you to enjoy it in peace. If you desire access to the lounge, you can purchase admittance for a completely reasonable fee. Otherwise, you're welcome to relax, listen to our music, and perhaps enjoy a chimera. It's a specialty alcoholic beverage only served here at Euphorica. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items. A wise choice. Here's your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort. If you need anything else, please, don't hesitate to ask. Enjoy your stay. Care for another chimera?
Sure. Thanks, Micah. And keep them coming. It's been a rough day.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation...
I suppose that is ours now. Eh?
But I can't swing that right now.
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you...
Hello there. On behalf of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members' lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from our private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps? Yes. Well, due to the extreme exclusivity of the members' lounge, we like to keep the fact that we offer Aurora confidential. You can rest assured that purchasing Aurora from this establishment is not only safe, it's completely legal. Excellent. We have plenty for purchase. We also offer an assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime. But of course, take your time. You're welcome to sit back, relax, and enjoy your time here.
I'll take a wine, please.
I'll have that ready for you shortly.
Thanks, Micah.
Howdy.
Care for some Aurora? Anything I can get to help you? Begging your pardon. I find that fraternizing with the customers can lead to problems. I prefer my private life remain my own. No offense intended. Thank you. Let me know if I can help in any other way. Peace, solace, and serenity be with you.
Care for another Chimera?
Sure.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members' lounge?
Wish I could.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time, I think I'm going to lose it.
Hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Things would have been different. Good work. I hope you made him squirm. No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. You know, Styx, crime in this city gets worse. Help yourself. You ever get nightmares, Styx? About the war?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ah, a customer. Oh, yeah, right. You're with Nesher. I see the family resemblance. You're practically twins. I know he got pinched. So if you are some undercover neon security goon here to shake me down, beat it. Yannick's no one's mark. Well, Nesher wouldn't work with it. Huh, unless he had no choice. What is this about? Oh, really? Huh, fascinating. So Nesher came through. Might be he's less crappy than I gave him credit. Who am I kidding? He's a bottom feeder. But when all the good fish get gobbled up by corporations, sickly minnows are all that's left. Take the credit. I am known far and wide for my generosity. Ask anyone. Yes, yes. He is loyal. Loyalty will be rewarded. You look like talent. Serious talent. And no one knows you. Yes. You are looking at the one and only maker of Yannick's blend. It's potent, it's good, and has a jackhammer of a kick. The kick is the problem. But you may be a solution. I'm thinking a new, cleaner, smarter operation. With you working for me. You deliver the package for our good friend Neshar, you get things done, and I just got a feeling about you. Plus need to act fast before everything goes to hell. Oh, it is Yannick's claim to fame. Yes, the Astro Lounge has Aurora, but the lounge is for the fat cats in their fancy suits. Blend is meant for the crate rats and night fishers, for the unwashed. It is hard alcohol with a twist. The twist is Aurora, okay? Everyone suspects, and they are right. Excellent. Yes. Blend needs Aurora, yes? And Aurora is totally illegal outside of the Astro Lounge. And really, really illegal off-world. If the Rangers catch you with Aurora on a ship, oh boy, that's a long time in the clink. And if the great Benjamin Bayou finds out you're selling it on the streets, even bigger trouble. But so far, I have outsmarted them all. And together, we can keep making loads of credits and making a fool of the great man Bayou at the same time. This man thinks he owns Neon, the only player on the board. But he is too good to look in the gutters where the real people live. So Yannick can carve out his own kingdom and screw Bayou. Yet Yannick does cross him, and he is none the wiser. Ha! Nesher's worthless to me now. Loyal, yes, but he'll be watched from now on. Useless. And my other employee, Felix Sadler, makes Nesher look like a genius. I think it is time Felix Sadler takes a vacation. Permanent. Off-world. Or maybe he tragically falls into the ocean, I don't care which. But you deal with him, and you become very valuable to Yannick. Felix. Felix is a mess. Samples too much of his own wares, understand? He's been getting worse, and a danger to the whole operation. Best if he just goes away. It is called delegation. You make the right call, yes?
Perhaps this can be handled delicately, without bloodshed. I suppose we should see.
Felix sacks up in some dingy warehouse in Ebside. You will find him there.
For indulgence and decadence. I am both disgusted.
Thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon. Come back soon, my friend. It's always a treat to see you.
I'm interested in some of your money. Yeah?
your debt. You cannot beat me. You ain't leaving this alive.
You were awesome! Did you see yourself? Those Sioka Syndicate freaks had no chance! Yannick came through! That asshole rescued his boy! Tell him I won't forget, we are tight. Like I have any goddamn idea? But they'll regret messing with Yannick, yeah? Wait, what? Off-world? Just pack up and go? No, that can't be right. I mean, Yannick screwed without me. We had big plans. Big! Tell you what. Screw Yannick. I hope the Syndicate string him up and execute the bastard. And screw you too. Yeah! Oh, I feel so honored to know you and how you're saving me from my own damn life. You expect me to just... I mean, after what you did to all the... All right! Sheesh. I'm leaving. Tell Yannick I'll miss him. Or maybe not.
Can I help you? You lost, kiddo? Just something I call everyone. Nothing to get worked up over. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Of course, something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say, those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them. Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs. Sounds like we understand each other then. Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? This city will be the death of me. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track. Well, If any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4 or somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed. That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along. Take a look. I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin. Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop. Come again.
Gangs think they run this city, but I don't see people building statues of them. You're bothering me. Then you should stop. It's one of my rules, and it served me well. Besides, you don't want to talk to me. Fact is, I'm not a good man. Best keep your distance. No, I'm not. So I did. But that was before the war. So yeah, I've killed people. Some of them even deserved it. Not all, but some. And every so often, I get strangers coming up to me wanting payback. But I'm still here. I was young. Stupid, really. Thought I could win the war all by myself, so I joined the Freestar Militia. Ended up killing more people in a week than all my years here. If you see enough shit, you lose your edge. Now, I just drink. I work the warehouses. Clock in, clock out, mind my business. Gangs leave me alone. You should too. Yeah, keep things short. Don't drink on the job, drink every minute after. Never play cards with a street rat. Don't love what you can't respect. That's all I got. Anything more would break the first rule. Uh-huh.
Have I mentioned that I am not fond of seafood?
Back off.
And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the strikers. I was too good for them. Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time. Sure, there may be some better uses of my time. Looking over your shoulder in neon can get old. That is just... And who do we have? Is that so? I'm not just some... You mess with me... Oh yeah? So go on, hotshot. Give... Go on, and light... Sure. Nice try. And who do we have? Is that so? I'm not just some... You mess with me... Oh yeah? So go on. Go on, enlighten... Looking over your shoulder and knee... It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer. Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
You try anything, you're dead.
Welcome to the Emporium. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. Come back soon.
Some would say this place represents all the worst impulses.
You deal with Felix yet? I'm sure it was a great pleasure. Not happily. Not many options. He does not hold up a candle to you. Shit. Shit! No, I do not. But I will find out. You get results. Like me. Well, hopefully not too much like me, right? So, now, new business plan. Where I am the boss and you are my capable and well-rewarded underling, yeah? Yannick's blend is running low. Soon there will be angry customer, and that's bad for business. What we need is Aurora. And there's only one place to get that. Xenofresh Fisheries. Nasher worked there and had a secret contact. Even secret from me, his good friend, who supplied the Aurora. I have a plan for that. So, it is time for you to become a productive member of society and get a job at Xenofresh. And here are some superb and very legitimate credentials. And your new name is... Riley Chernyshevsky. Ah, nice to meet you, Riley. So you apply there to work in production. Oh, you know how to make amp, yes? Simple recipe. They expect applicants to know basic chemistry. Of course they will. Only the best for my junior, very junior partner. Actually associate. More like an associate, yes, that's better. Amp is steroid. Very strong, very powerful. Legal, for the moment. Neshar said one of the interview questions is about this. Of course you can. So you need to put on your best suit, Riley, and make a good impression. Neshar's contact should be looking for someone like you. So find them. Then we line up more Aurora and profits will flow.
Keep it moving.
So go out, have your fun, live your best life.
For just a few credits, our certified technicians will quickly and painlessly.
I do admire what Bayou has built for himself here. About time you woke. We have things to do.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the whole... Helvola! You're all the way from home, here on Neon.
It was pretty fun. I usually get
Don't make much of it. I'm not in the mood.
Clearly the intent is to get us into the astral.
Welcome to Xenofresh Fishery. Xenofresh is the best place to work in Neon, hands down. The pay is good, the hours are respectable, and the company's profits are skyrocketing. We're fortunate that Administrator Bayou dedicates his time and brilliance to see our company excel. The Free Star Collective has given Xenofresh Fisheries the sole right to fish chasm bass and use it to produce Aurora. If you care to sample some yourself, we have it for sale at the famous Astral Lounge. Although Aurora is our flagship product, we also produce a line of delicious seafood products as well. You've come to the right place. Xenofresh is always on the lookout for new faces to add to our family. The application kiosk is over there, but feel free to ask me any questions. Job candidates with background in chemistry are highly sought after here. I highly advise you to look at the application kiosk. Oh, try not to disturb Miss Grath. She's a busy woman. Kylie... Oh god, is that Cherny Sheetsky? Cherry? I'm so sorry. Miss Gurov would like to interview for the position. She's in the underbelly on the factory floor. She'll be expecting you. Candidates like yourself are often fast-tracked through the application process. Have a nice day!
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
What are you looking at?
I do not understand how anyone can tolerate the lights and the music for long. Again, look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh, my lord. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. That's why I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okaribo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okaribo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man. But his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts. If only you knew. Mr. Okaribo owes a substantial debt to Keltkor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Kelp Corp. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. For now, but let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okaribo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind. Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps their promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. A poor man. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. Nice visiting with you.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Are you gonna let me work, or are you gonna keep bothering me?
Don't you have something better to do?
More like one of those months.
I never had the patience for computer systems.
Right now.
Yeah?
Go with you. We can pick up an extra for Chloe if she asks.
Are you supposed to be?
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers.
Welcome to the trade tower.
Now is the time to invest. It's almost guaranteed.
I appreciate your kindness. Thank you for handing out those flyers. Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens. Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt. And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was, I respect her business acumen. Look at me. My palms are sweating. Regardless, you have done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer. I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her. I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions. Thank you again for helping me out with the flyers.
Any trouble, I'll drag you straight to lockup.
Have I mentioned that I am not fond of seafood? Lovely day for it. Welcome to Keltcore. That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Out of my face. Wanna conquer.
People joke. Save those Faroon zealots worship a snake.
Isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
That's what I was.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
I know what you mean, but that's
Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. Sure you understand. And I hope it stays that way. In the meantime, I'll make sure that Slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike Keltcorp. So at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.